Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Rockett Arena on the campus of Salem State University in Salem, Massachusetts. I'm Steve Clay for Headers Hockey, and it is playoff time after a long season and the first MIAA tournament in 2 years. And it is the expanded statewide tournament. No more North Sectional, no more South Sectional. 32 teams with some asterisks in each division, battling it out in a state tournament to determine the 2022 Massachusetts State Hockey Champions. And tonight we have a first round game between the host, the number 15 seed in Division 2, the Marblehead Headers, against the number 19, the 18 seed, the 18 seed, the Whitman-Hanson Panthers. And we're glad you could join us here on Headers Hockey. The Panthers come into the game at 9-11. They play out of the Keenan division in the Patriot League. Patriot League notably had all of its members make the postseason this year, so it is a strong conference. On the season, Whitman-Hanson with an even goals for and goals against. 56 on either side. Whitman-Hanson had some impressive wins this year. They beat Quincy just a couple of weeks ago. Quincy ranked number 12 in the power ranking, so that was a win above their current ranking. And so it's going to be a competitive game. Whitman-Hanson will come in and pose a challenge for the Marblehead Headers. The Headers ranked number 15. They come in with a final season mark of 9-8-2. They split their two games in the Newburyport Bank tournament at the beginning of February vacation. They've actually been off now for 9 days, but practicing all throughout. And their last two games, they took number one in Division 4, Norwell, well into the third period, playing a competitive game with them. They wound up losing that game 4-2 to the number one power ranked team by far in Division 4, and if not the eventual state champions, I'd be shocked. And then in the nightcap, the consolation game of the tournament, they played Lowell, and they came out. The Headers came out on all cylinders for that game, an 11-3 victory, which was their last game heading into the tournament. So a good springboard and a good momentum for them. For the Headers, though, it started off a little bit rough. The schedule did them no favors. They played the number 2 and number 4 team in the state in Division 2. 3 games out of the first 4 games that they were scheduled to play, and that would be Gloucester and that would be Masconomet. And stuck in there as well was what I think they would all call to a man a bad loss to Lowell Catholic, and they started the year 0-4, things looking really dire. But in the consolation game of the Gloucester Bank tournament right after Christmas, they got a shutout win over Beverly, and that springboarded them into a little bit of an easier part of their schedule and kind of settling down and starting to play the way they could. So after their start, they actually finished the season 9-4-2, which was sort of a remarkable makeup for the problems they had in the early going. For Whitman-Hanson, they'll be led by their top line, and their two top scorers are junior Matt Solari and sophomore Luke Tropiano. They will anchor that first line for Whitman-Hanson. On defense, I think we will see an awful lot of numbers 8 and 9 for the Panthers, Bobby Hunter and Sean Doucette. Both seniors, and I think they're both going to log a lot of ice time on D for Whitman-Hanson. Whitman-Hanson's normal roster that they used throughout the season only had 15 skaters on it. They've subtracted 1 and added 3 for the playoffs, so they all year have been playing sort of short bench playoff hockey to begin with. So we'll see how that works out and whether or not Marblehead is able to test them as the game goes on. For Marblehead, Connor Jalbert is their leading scorer, 13 goals and 25 assists for 38 points on the season. And then after that, it is really well distributed in terms of points. Hayden Leveroni and Aiden Ryan are both tied for second with 22 points. And they're mirror images of each other. Hayden Leveroni has 15 goals and 7 assists. Aiden Ryan with 7 goals and 15 assists. Right behind them is senior tri-captain Eli Feingold with 10 goals and 11 assists for 21 points. But there's no real drop-off. You've got Christopher Locke with 19 points, Carter Laramie with 16, Hogan Sedke from D with 14, and Aiden Jalbert, the senior tri-captain on defense, right behind him with 13 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 players with 10 or more points on the year. So it's been a balanced attack for the Headers. And for Marblehead, it really is about their skating game. If they can force the Panthers to make some turnovers in their own zone with a quick, aggressive forecheck, that is Marblehead's game. That is the game that they want to play. In goal for the two teams, Eric Dean has been terrific for Whitman-Hanson all year. He is a senior captain for the Panthers. He's been really, really good in net for Whitman-Hanson. Marblehead has had some struggles. They have split time between Nick Peters and Griffin Winter. Peters the senior, Griffin Winter the junior. Winter played more down the stretch, and we will see who leads the Headers out tonight. We are probably close to getting going. Yeah. The Whitman-Hanson team actually wound up, not surprisingly, the beauty of the all-state tournament is there is traffic. And so Whitman-Hanson wound up showing up not too long before the beginning, probably about 45 minutes before game time, but they are ready and they are taking the ice as we speak. The Panthers, again, from the Patriot League in their road red and white and black. Similar color scheme. It's a little bit more of an orangey red for Whitman-Hanson than the more crimson of the Headers. This is the first game. This is the first Marblehead postseason game at Rockett Arena at Salem State University in since 2009. Sorry, made me do math. 13 years. They beat Swampscott and they beat Rockport and Swampscott back in 2009 on their way to a D2 North semifinal berth that year. And they played 2 games at Rockett, but since then it's all been in neutral sites, Stoneham and Chelmsford and Woburn. And tonight, for the first time in 13 years, the Headers return to their home rink and get ready for a playoff game in front of what will, I'm sure, be a big home crowd. And you see the Headers in their home whites. And it is number 35, Griffin Winter, who leads the charge for the Headers. He will be the starting goalie tonight for Marblehead. So again, of course, last year, no playoffs. They were, everyone was sort of lucky enough to get some season in, but no playoffs. 2 years ago, Marblehead losing in the first round, upset by Wilmington. And in 2019, Coach Chris Wells' first year, they did manage a win over Pentucket before losing 3-0 to Danvers. So Marblehead with only one postseason win under Chris Wells' leadership. And they're certainly looking to turn that around tonight. Rob Peters is the head coach of the Whitman-Hanson Panthers. And they had sort of a disastrous stretch in the middle of their season as well. At one point, after losing to Martha's Vineyard in overtime, down in the Vineyard, they were 5-10 on the season, but they reeled off 4 wins in a row before losing their finale to D1, top D1 Marshfield. And so that got them back to 500, or just about to 500, and improved their power rating, the all-important power rating for the hockey tournament this year. Lots of action going on. We'll show you later on, we'll show you this little corner of the D2 bracket. And all eyes are up on Talbot Rink up in Gloucester. The winner of this game meets the winner of number 2 Gloucester and number 31 Haverhill. What's interesting about the Marblehead season so far, we talked about the power ratings. They've played 6 games this year, Marblehead. They've played 6 games against teams with a higher power rating that finished the season with a higher power rating than them in Massachusetts. They lost all 6 of those games, 0-6. They played 12 games against teams with a lower power rating than them that finished the season, and they are 9-1-2 in those games. So they have pretty much held, the power rankings have pretty much held for Marblehead all year. That one loss, as we mentioned at the top, what as we say, they would sort of consider a bad loss to Lowell Catholic in the 3rd game of the year. But the stands are filling up. Marblehead student section is here, and all in their whiteout, many of them in togas tonight, as they take advantage of the opportunity for a home game for Whitman-Hanson. Again, it's the tough road game, the tough trip to a rink they've never played in, and we'll see how they are able to respond on the road against a potentially noisy, raucous opponent. Marblehead, of course, in the last 10 to 15 years has had some very successful runs under Coach Bob Jackson. They had a 4-year stretch starting in 2008, 08, 09, 10, and 11, where they went 14-3 in the MIAA D3 tournament, with 2 losses in the state semifinals, and of course the 2011 state championship, beating Westfield at the TD Garden. That is the end goal for both of these teams tonight, to start on a path that winds up at the TD Garden for the Division II state championship. And we will start to get this underway in just a couple of minutes. As we said, Marblehead with some solid wins this year over teams ranked near them, but a little bit below them in power rankings. Probably the two best examples of opponents were 2 games against Winthrop, one of the top teams in Division 4. And Marblehead won both of those games here in a silent Rockett Arena when Salem State was shut down due to COVID issues, but they allowed the 2 teams to play in an otherwise empty rink. We were able to webcast that for you on Headers Hockey. And then 2 games against Danvers. Danvers, one of the top D3 teams. And those games were both great games, one up at Essex Sports Center and one right here. Both of those games went through 3 periods and a 5-minute overtime without a resolution. And that both games went as ties. So those are the highest ranked teams below them, the highest power rated teams below them that Marblehead has played this year. And they are 2-0-2 against those teams. The teams are gathering around their respective nets, and we are ready for the first MIAA tournament in 2 years. I believe we will have the full shebang of introductions. You see the Marblehead net captains: Aiden Jalbert, Eli Feingold, Aiden Ryan, been great leaders of this team this year. Their last words before what they are all calling their last ride for the Headers. A ride they hope winds up just down 1A into the city, into the TD Garden. Eric Dean in goal for Whitman-Hanson, of course. Bobby Hunter starts at 1D spot. And Sean Doucette. Those guys are the seniors. They are the mainstay of that blue line. We watched a game against Marshfield where they played almost a 3-minute shift, then got off for a minute and came back on for another almost 3-minute shift. Senior John Ward will join them up front. And Solari and Tropiano, as expected, will be the balance of that top line for Whitman-Hanson. The rest of the Panthers come to the blue line, and we turn our attention to Marblehead. Winter in net. Aiden Jalbert and Matt Titus on defense. It'll be Jalbert, Locke, and Carter Laramie. They put that line back together in the Lowell game, and it really connected for the headers. Connor Jalbert with Locke and Laramie. That will be the starting lineup for Marblehead. And at this point, our anthem. It's the number 18 Whitman-Hanson Panthers against the number 15 ranked Marblehead Headers in D2. Round of 32 action in the first ever MIAA state boys ice hockey tournaments. Glad you could be with us for Headers Hockey and MHTV. I'm Steve Clay. And after 13 long years filled with many stops and great playoff wins at neutral sites. But after 13 long years, the Headers are back at Salem State on their home ice, ready to try and defend it in the first round of the playoffs. We are set to get underway. Chris Locke will come to center and take the draw against Tropiano. And we are underway. Connor Jalbert with the puck. He dumps it in deep. Locke will chase it. Dean will leave it. Bounces off of Connor Jalbert's skates, and the Panthers will work it out. This is Ward. Ward will dump it in. Quickly on it is Whitman-Hanson back to the point. Will be kept in by Doucette. Jalbert leaves it for Titus. Titus will try and work it around to Connor Jalbert, but it's back to the point. This one skips through from Doucette, and Marblehead able to get it out. Now, here comes Carter Laramie. Tries to make a move around Hunter, but cannot. And coming the other way, Matt Solari. His backhand goes wide as the second D pair for Marblehead is on with Hogan Sedke and freshman Ryan Clay. Clay will take it behind his own net. He'll work it up. Nice tip by Hayden Leveroni. Leveroni chases it. Now Eli Feingold picks it up, steps in, throws it in front, but it's kicked away by Doucette. Comes to the point, and now back out, and Cam Murray with it for the Panthers. He'll dump it in deep. Clay will chase it into the corner along with Cully. Back to the point. Wrist shot is just wide. That was from Hunter. Now Marblehead works it out again. Leveroni tries to make the move back and get across onside, but can't. And the Panthers get it back. A collision as Marblehead changing by their own bench, but it's okay. And Hogan Sedke will work it out to Drake Wyman. Comes across. James Caron, freshman, will get it in. It's sticked aside by Dean. Kept in by Drake Wyman. In the corner, Kyle Hart battles for it. Now Wyman tries to get it toward the net, but can't. Hart with it. Cam Patrick was cutting to the net on D, and Caron is plowed under. The Marblehead crowd there wants a call, isn't going to get it. This one comes all the way back. Billy Morgan giving chase, and Lyndon Dyer will leave it behind. Good back check by Hart, and he's able to get it up and out of the zone. 2.5 minutes of play, been pretty even so far. Here's a chance now, and the shot and the save by Griffin Winter. John Ward as that top line back out on the ice, and Rob Peters has no compunction. Double, triple, however many shifts you want to call it, getting those guys back out there. We do now see David Osis at the right point for the Panthers. There's a puck thrown in front, but nobody there for Whitman-Hanson, and Locke will bring it out, but loses it. And quickly now with a head of speed, this is Solari. Solari trying to get around Titus. He comes in, short angle shot, and Griffin Winter is tight to the post. That one almost gets by. Griffin Winter didn't really see it, and luckily it hit the post and came right out back into the slot. And Marblehead dodging a bullet there in the early going, as that top line definitely generating some chances for Whitman-Hanson. Alexander Ethier will take the draw now for Whitman-Hanson. But it's won by Eli Feingold, and Marblehead will try and work it out. Now Feingold moves it through center ice. Shot is just wide. It comes to the near point. Ryan Clay pinches and keeps it in. Leveroni tries to whack it deep. Clay gets a backhand on it. But now the Panthers are going to work it out. Cam Murray. Hogan Sedke, his opposite number, stands him up. And this one's just tapped out now by Hayden Leveroni. And now he steals it. Leveroni with the shot. And I think that just went wide. Aiden Ryan takes a big hit from Murray. Now back Sedke, puts one just wide. This one's going to come to the near point. Ryan Clay comes in to finish his check, although the puck comes back out to center ice. This one is in, and that's going to be icing, as Hayden Leveroni got stuck a little bit, not knowing whether to try and put that on net or dump it in, but he was behind his own red line, and so that goes for an icing. 10:55, as you can see, left to go in the first period of play. No score, and what you would expect from a 15-18 matchup. The power rankings hold pretty true, and it's been even so far. James Caron will get it out to center ice, but Marblehead can't handle the bouncing puck, and now Chris Ross looks to get it deep. Cam Patrick kicks it away. Nice back check by Caron, and now Wyman's able to get it back to Caron. Marblehead 2-on-4. Caron with the shot, and he follows it into the corner. Now he's able to get it down low. It's swept away by Hunter. And Whitman-Hanson manages to get out of some trouble there. And now the Panthers bring it back in. There's a shot goes off, I believe went off of Winter's glove and high over the net. But Jalbert's able to get it out. Connor Jalbert to Laramie. Laramie holds, now shoots. Just a pad save by Dean, and a nice one. Laramie keeps it in, though. Just briefly, though, and now coming the other way. Good poke check by Connor Jalbert on Tropiano. Action is quick back and forth. And Locke is going to chase this one over onto the left wing boards. Matty Titus will get it deep. Hunter will chase it, tries to get it out, and just does. Aiden Jalbert, one of the tri-captains for Marblehead, gets it deep. And now Osis will start it out. He can't connect on his pass. Titus has it driven deep by Tropiano, but Aiden Jalbert's able to take it. Now he hits Aiden Ryan. Ryan with the backhand just missing. Leveroni keeps it in. Aiden Ryan with it behind the net. Aiden Ryan looking, comes back to the point. Hogan Sidke puts it through. That one just knocked away, and this one is going to be spun out nicely. It's actually going to be a shot on Winter. Picked up by Sedke. He'll get it all the way out to center ice. And Marblehead able to take advantage. Leveroni with the backhand. That doesn't go. Taken by Cam Murray. End-to-end action. And now Feingold with it. He'll just get it deep. And I believe Murray caught an edge. Bad place to do that, right in front of the Marblehead student section, as Feingold with the back check now tries to get one up the gut to Connor Jalbert, and we have a whistle for an icing. Great action in this first period of play. Just what you want from playoff hockey, and both teams have had some good opportunities. Both goalies have made some terrific saves so far. 0-0 about halfway through the first period of play. It'll be Locke to take the draw against Ethier, and it's one to Connor Jalbert. Lyndon Dyer will work it up to Jalbert. Jalbert with a head of steam, trying to go around Hunter. Brings it into the corner. Now the back pass. Laramie to Lyndon Dyer. Good chance. Tippable shot. Locke just couldn't get it. Now back to Dyer again. That one hits a skate coming through. Hit Cam Murray's skate. And the Panthers will try and work it out of their own zone. They do get it out to center ice. That one's going to skid all the way down for icing and give the Headers an offensive zone faceoff with 7:40 left to go in the first period. I don't think Marblehead has had an offensive zone faceoff yet. There's been a couple right in front of Griffin Winter, but this will be the first one. This one is just to the left of Eric Dean, Panthers netminder. It'll be Feingold on the draw, wins it back to Aiden Ryan. Quick shot, hits a body coming through. And now quickly, this is Solari. He splits the D, and somehow I think Griffin Winter got a stick on that as Solari split the Marblehead D. Now he turns around and fires a shot wide. And Marblehead is going to have to pay more attention to 11 coming through as they reload, and Ward will bring it back in. He leaves it for Tropiano. Tropiano into the slot, and a score! Puts it down to Solari, and Matt Solari with the goal for Whitman-Hanson to make it 1-0 Panthers. Solari the goal, 7:02 on the clock. And 11, definitely the assist from Tropiano as he made a nice play to get it down low. And Matt Solari had all day to put that one over Griffin Winter. So the Panthers get out to a lead, and now we'll see what the Marblehead response is going to be. Panthers work it out of their own zone, but can't connect with it. Comes all the way back in. Ryan Clay will take it. He'll play it over to his D partner, Hogan Sedke. Sophomore Sedke takes it in, shoots. Dean calmly sees it all the way and makes the save. Sedke, the leading scorer among Marblehead defensemen. Now, off the draw, they try to win it. Locke wins it forward. Now they'll come back. Jalbert, going to take it himself. Tries a shot, hit a defenseman, I believe, coming through. Now Osis loses his stick. Chance for Marblehead. This one's going to come back to the point. Ryan Clay tries to keep it in, but now it's a 2-on-1, and the shot just over the net. Believe that was Ethier moving up on the shot. Now the other way, Locke shoots over the net. Marblehead pressing a little bit, trying to get this goal back. And now Cully takes it in the corner. Cam Patrick on him with the defense. And this one is hopped out to center ice. Marblehead giving chase. Wyman able to get to it first. And Marblehead just can't keep it in. Now Cam Patrick will dump it in deep. And it's taken by Sean Doucette behind the Panther net. Two Marblehead forecheckers caught in deep. And Doucette able to take it deep, but now finally it's taken over by Marblehead. Wyman makes a nice little pass back. Aiden Jalbert on the rush, trying to turn, throws it right in front. Nobody there, and Panthers able to get it out of harm's way. Freshman Kyle Hart will dump it in deep. Under 5 minutes left to go in the first period. Now there's a turnover. Marblehead tried to set something up as Leveroni tried to get it to Ryan right in front on the backhand. Leveroni wasn't on his forehand for that wicked wrist shot he has. Now Matty Titus will keep it in. Aiden Ryan chases it. Now comes back. And Whitman-Hanson just able to work it out to center ice. But Marblehead trying to keep the pressure up. Aiden Jalbert brings it right in. Bounces a pass to himself. Tries the short angle shot. Cannot sneak by. Eric Dean has the post covered and then has the puck covered as Aiden Jalbert trying to step up and create some offense for Marblehead with 4 minutes left to go in the first period. 1-0 Whitman-Hanson on the Matt Solari goal. Tropiano got one assist. I don't know if they gave a second assist. Now Jalbert tries to walk right in off the faceoff, and it was a bouncing puck, but Eric Dean able to hang on to it. And Whitman-Hanson has done what they wanted to do, which is take the Marblehead crowd out of it a little. And now there's a tough angle shot again by Carter Laramie that doesn't go, but Marblehead manages to keep it in. Laramie turns the shot about 3 players in front, and Whitman-Hanson able to block it. Now Tropiano tries to work it out, and they dump it deep. Marblehead, though, can't get it out, and there's a nice stick by Ryan Clay, able to stop that one. Otherwise, it would have been on the stick of the Whitman-Hanson player right in front of the net. Clay gets a big hit off in front of the Marblehead bench. Now Connor Jalbert brings it back, tries to look for the trailer, who is Eli Feingold, but it just comes out. Feingold brings it back in, gets around Ethier, gets around Osis, puts it back out in front. It's flung all the way around, but Marblehead can't keep it in. It's a delayed offside. Headers do manage to clear. Lucky that one wasn't called intentional offside, as there's a giveaway. Marblehead able to recover from that as the Patrick pass was almost stolen by Joseph Cully. Now Cam Patrick with it again. He's able to just get it out of the zone, and it's put down deep. But the Panthers come back and retrieve. Now this is Lyndon Dyer. He can't get it past Cully on the boards. Cully with the good forecheck. Now this one is hopped up and out. Aiden Ryan able to whack it ahead, but Whitman-Hanson able to control it. Now Ryan will come back, get back into the play, tries the bounce pass for James Caron. No icing, waved off because Panthers touched it, and now Whitman-Hanson trying to regroup in their own zone. Drake Wyman can't get it from Marblehead, and Cully will work it out for the Panthers. He gets it to Murray, and Aiden Jalbert will quickly play it out, but it comes right back to the point. Nice poke away there by freshman James Caron, and Marblehead able to get it all the way down, but that one, icing is waved off. Looked like they were going to call icing, but then they didn't. Under 90 seconds left to go in the first period of play. Couple of nice moves, and the puck in the middle. Whitman-Hanson missing a big opportunity there as Solari just couldn't get the handle on it. But now here they come again. Jalbert from behind ties up Tropiano. No call, playoff hockey, and on they go. Now this one is scooted in and sticked aside by Winter, and the long pass is not going to connect, and with 53.4 seconds left, there'll be an icing and a face-off right next to Griffin Winter. It'll be easier to take the draw against Chris Locke for Marblehead. Whistle blows, and probably had somebody creeping in. And Locke is out. Connor Jalbert will take the draw now. He wins it back to his brother Aiden. Hard around the boards. Chris Locke gets it out. Jalbert gets it over to Carter Laramie. Laramie with the shot. Just got a good defense on it. There's a chance, just missed by Locke. The puck came back out and came through the crease, and Locke tracked it down inside the circle, but his shot was deflected up into the netting with 37.3 seconds left to go in the period. So offensive zone faceoff, it'll be Locke, Laramie, and Connor Jalbert. Aiden Jalbert comes out to play D on the faceoff along with Hogan Sedke for Marblehead. Now hard around. Sedke is able to keep it in. Puck comes back. Sedke's able to get it out. A little bit of a seeing eye shot just to the right of Dean. He got a pad on it anyway. 20 seconds left to go. And now here come the Panthers. Solari trying to work it through. And almost a chance for the trailer. Now a chance, 9 seconds left. Could have been a 2-on-1. Locke looking for the trailer. Back to the point. And a chance, and over the net as the buzzer sounds by Chris Locke, and a couple of chances for Marblehead as the first period comes to a close. An exciting period of hockey, and at the end of it, it is Whitman-Hanson 1, Marblehead 0 on the Matt Solari goal. And now here's a message from the MIAA. A well-rounded education is one that is not only academically oriented, but one that also includes physical, social, and emotional development. Interscholastic athletics provide the other half of education. The MIAA encourages you to support your local high school athletic teams throughout the school year. We'll be back with second period action right after this. Welcome back to Headers Hockey and MHTV for second period action. Only goal of the game in the first period. Number 18 ranked Whitman-Hanson with the goal. It was Solari from Tropiano. And Marblehead had a bunch of chances. Could not get one past Eric Dean in net. If you're Whitman-Hanson, you got to be pretty happy with that first period. You got your top line untracked. You got, you took the crowd out of the game a little bit. And you played a pretty good period of hockey. For Marblehead, they don't get to use the excuse that they haven't played in 9 days. They haven't played in 9 days, but they don't really get to use that as an excuse. They were a little sluggish, it seemed, in the first period, so we'll see how they come out for period number 2. But certainly, if you are Marblehead, containing the combination of Matt Solari and Luke Tropiano is going to be absolutely paramount in the second period of play. You see the gathering around Griffin Winter. Winter made a couple of nice saves in the first. Really didn't have a chance on the goal. Tropiano got it to a wide open Solari on the doorstep. And Solari able to roof it for the goal. Second period about to begin, much the same way the first did, with Chris Locke and Tropiano on the faceoff, and it is won by Marblehead, and Matty Titus able to get it deep. Connor Jalbert is in to chase it. Now Locke. Laramie takes it behind the net. He'll circle, leave it again. Goes through Locke for Jalbert, and they try and come out in front. Now Titus is going to try and keep it in. Bounces off the Panther player, but Marblehead able to get it in deep, and they are able to change. Now puck comes beyond Ward and goes all the way out to center ice, where Aiden Jalbert puts it back in. Quickly back out, and Ryan Clay plays it in for Marblehead. Aiden Ryan will give chase, tries to get it into the middle. Battling along the wall, it pops out in front, and now it comes back out. Clay is able to dump it in, as that one went just past Tropiano. Marblehead trying to keep up the forecheck, comes back to the point. Clay gets a pass through, trying to get it. Now there's a shot, saved by Dean. That was from Hayden Leveroni. Turned around and got some steam on that forehand. Sedke now able to keep it in. Now Leveroni gets it down deep. Marblehead playing much better here in the early going of the second period. Sedke, that hits a leg coming through. It was Joseph Cully's leg. Now some nice stick handling by Sedke. He's able to get around, circles the net, puts it back out. Clay with it at the point. Wrist shot is blocked. Follow-up is also blocked. Now this one is skidded all the way down, but it is going to be a shot on Winter. And Sedke picks it up, gets it out, but it is stolen. And Clay able to come over, tries to play defense and gets it to the backboards, and Marblehead able to get out of that one. But Panthers dump it back in. Now Sedke loses an edge, a chance for Ethier, and the save by Winter. With Clay coming over on D, now there's one right back out in front. It's going to skid all the way out to center ice. And Wyman chases after it. It hits his skate, and turnover. Marblehead able to keep it in. Shot toward the net, chance out in front, but Marblehead can't get to it. And now they're going to clear it out, and here comes the Panthers. Shot just missing. I believe that was Tropiano. He gets it back, but it's taken away by Locke. Sorry, that was Solari. with the shot. Now here's a pass up the gut. Locke is going to have it. He's got a chance in front. He had Carter Laramie in front. Now Laramie picks it up, tries to get it back out in front, comes back out. Aiden Jalbert will put it back in, and the Panthers will take over and just dump it deep. And they'll change since their top line had a whole 30 seconds of rest. They can get them back out. Comes all the way back to Sean Doucette for the Panthers. Aiden Jalbert's able to step up and put it into the Whitman-Hanson zone. Now here comes Cully. Cully with a shot over everything and a long rebound. It's picked up by Hayden Leveroni, but he overskates it. Aiden Jalbert steps into the play, and Marblehead is able to get it in, but not with any real offensive attack. Puck comes back. Jalbert with the shot, but Eric Dean sees it all the way. Nobody's able to get in front for a tip or anything, and Dean is able to make the stop. 10:55 left to go in the second period of play. Feingold will take the draw. Leveroni to Aiden Jalbert. Jalbert intentionally wide. Matty Titus chases over, keeps it deep. Aiden Ryan tries to turn and get it in front, but it's taken away by Osis. Marblehead puts it deep, but still playing around the perimeter right now. Now Feingold tries to get it in the middle. This one, though, goes off of Aiden Jalbert's stick and back out to center ice. He puts one in on Dean, and the Panthers will try and work it out of their zone, but there's a giveaway. Ryan puts it deep. James Caron will chase it in the corner. He's got Matty Titus at the point. Titus, quick shot, and the rebound, a chance, but Dean gets over for it nicely. The rebound was there. It looked like James Caron had an opportunity at it, but Dean slid to his right nicely and made the stop and keeps this a 1-0 game. Face-off shot is just wide, kept in at the point. Ryan Clay puts it deep. Connor Jalbert with it now. Jalbert turns, he'll come back. Sedke, slap shot. Eric Dean says, I got it, thank you. As the header's not able to get any traffic in front and really bother Dean. Sedke's got a good shot from the point. This one is able to be kept alive by Laramie. Back out in front. Laramie jams it a couple of times and cannot get it past. Dean is a brick wall there on the goal line, able to keep that one out. But Marblehead starting to get the better of the chances here in the second period as they pick up their intensity. Now the Feingold line will come out. They're going to put Leveroni back at the point, try and win the draw back to him. They do. He gets it through a couple of sticks and back out to center ice. Ryan Clay gets it back. Now Leveroni picks it up. He's going to take it into the zone by himself. Waits for everybody else to gather with him. Shoots just wide. Clay battling for it, but Whitman-Hanson coming out with it. And nice back check and the hit. And now Clay will take it. Plays it all the way around. Leveroni with the stick poke. And now here comes Eli Feingold. Comes into the middle, shoots, blocked. Whitman-Hanson has been very good about getting into blocking lanes. That was Osis on the shot block. Now Marblehead tries to walk out with it, but Dyer back to the point. Dyer will get it down low. Feingold tries to put it in front, but Whitman-Hanson again goes all the way across. And now here's a chance. John Ward will dribble one in on Griffin Winter, and he will hang on to it. Good back check or good getting back on defense by Lyndon Dyer to cause some problems in that one. That could have been difficult. John Ward, senior assistant captain for the Panthers, managed to flip that one forward. And had a good opportunity, but Griffin Winter able to cover it up. Now off the faceoff, it's back to the point. Hunter shoots just wide. Rebound comes out. Chance now for the Headers, although Laramie has it taken away, but he back checks, manages to come up with the puck. Locke's going to have to get back on side, but he gets hung up. And now everybody's back on side, but Whitman-Hanson has the puck. Jalbert, though, manages to get it deep. Carter Laramie with it behind the net, puts it out in front. Couple of chances and a score! Connor Jalbert with the goal ties this one up. .801 left on the clock. And Marblehead's leading scorer in the right place at the right time to grab that one and throw it in to tie this one up. Connor Jalbert with the goal. His 14th of the year, and it is 1-1. There wasn't, again, much that Dean could do about that. Here's Marblehead again. Off the draw, chance for Kyle Hart, but he can't stick handle through. Now Aiden Jalbert tries to step up. And Marblehead flying around now. Hart gets it out, and it's dumped in deep by Drake Wyman. Marblehead, all three, go chasing for it. And it's a good forecheck. Wyman is going to try and get it deep. He did have Matty Titus at the point. James Caron keeps it alive. Now he's got a chance. He'll play it back. Wyman gets it to Hart. Hart hits the post. The rebound can't connect. Hart actually couldn't collect it, but by the time he did, he still had the opportunity to get a shot off, and he hit the post. Would have been a golden opportunity for Marblehead to go up 2-1. But it was not to be. And the Headers definitely with the increase in pressure here in the second period. And they have tied this up on a goal by Connor Jalbert. Puck back to the point. Ryan Clay puts it toward the net. Aiden Ryan puts it off the strings on the side of the net. Now Leveroni will try a tough angle shot. Dean just able to grab it. And Aiden Ryan tries to cause havoc. He works off the half boards, misses wide. They put it in close, the shot, and it is saved by Dean. Leveroni had a little bit of a bouncing puck, but he was able to get a good, hard shot off. Now Cully and Ethier is offside as Clay takes him down, and they're going to call Ryan Clay for interference. I thought that they were calling an offside, but it's going to be our first penalty of the game as Ryan Clay getting back. The freshman will take the penalty. The obviously partisan home crowd, not a big fan of that. But now we'll get to see Whitman-Hanson on their power play, and of course they'll put out Solari and Tropiano and let them try and go to work. Matt Solari Jr. with pretty impressive hands. Locke will take the draw. And I believe before the draw, they were whistling that Locke should have been out. Now it'll be Connor Jalbert to take the draw against Tropiano. They win it back. Whitman-Hanson works it around the perimeter. Hunter gets it down. They work it in, and puck bounces up and is able to be poked away. Now here's a chance from Marblehead. They're going to just try and get it from Locke through to Connor Jalbert. Now the pass in front, and the one-timer just misses. Chris Locke had a chance. Connor Jalbert saw him, and the one-timer Locke put just wide. Now Marblehead struggling to get back in the box on their penalty kill, and Whitman-Hanson able to get a good opportunity off Hunter Solari, but Locke able to get a stick on that and takes it away from Tropiano, and this one is just cleared out. 53 seconds left to go on the penalty to Clay. 5:16 left to go in the second period. Locke gets bumped off, and there's a shot that's blocked by Matty Titus, but they come back to the point. Doucette, that one is tipped wide. Sorry, that was Hunter on the shot. Now it comes back to Hunter again. He'll play it down. Doucette. Hunter on top. And that is blocked. And it is worked away. Aiden Jalbert, 2-on-1. He's got Locke. Through to Locke. And Locke just can't connect. He gets a shot off. And Dean gets just enough of a piece of it. And 5 seconds left to go. No icing on the long attempt at the stretch pass, and Marblehead is just going to clear it, but that is going to go for icing. But Marblehead is back at full strength. They've killed off the penalty. And with 4:23 left to go in the second, it is 1-1. Some tremendous action. Good opportunities for Whitman-Hanson on the power play, but they could not add a power play goal. It'll be Feingold to take the draw against, I believe this is Zach Spano. Panthers able to get it deep. Hogan Sedke just poking it away. Now Aiden Ryan brings it out, gets it into the middle, just tipped ahead. But Marblehead couldn't connect. Leveroni, couple of players on him. And now finally Lyndon Dyer is able to get it in, and Dean is going to cover it up with 3:58 left to go in the second. This is what you would expect from playoff hockey. Tight, good defense, good goaltending. And sometimes it's just who gets the opportunities. And Marblehead with one in this period to tie it up. Back to the point. Connor Jalbert's able to get a wrist shot through, but that is blocked. Panthers have been very good about blocking shots all day long. And there's one that comes in. Pinballs around a little. Winter sticked it to the side, but then got it right back. Now, Marblehead struggling a little bit, still playing like they're on the penalty kill. Now Carter Laramie with a chance, brings it in, and he scores! Carter Laramie on the breakout. Blocked the pass and brought it all the way in, went to the backhand and past Eric Dean, and Marblehead with the 2-1 lead on the Carter Laramie goal. I believe that one is probably going to go unassisted. It does. So Carter Laramie's unassisted goal gives Marblehead their first lead of the day. Late in the second period, only 3 minutes left to go. And we'll see what the Panthers' response is like. They get it onto the stick they want to have it on, and Solari weaves his way through the defense and just puts it over Griffin Winter. Now, Aiden Jalbert can't clear it. He was just trying to get it as far down the ice as he could, as the pushback now coming from Whitman-Hanson. Matty Titus, though, will pick it up in his own zone. He'll try the angle pass, but it doesn't connect with anybody. And now he's going to put it back in the zone again. Osis will play it near side. And that pass is just too long for Tropiano. It'll go all the way down. Matty Titus will pick it up behind his own net. Get it to Hayden Leveroni. Leveroni will just flip it out. And both teams kind of bat it back and forth. No icing here as it's back in. Connor Jalbert giving chase. And now Cully tries to start it out to Ethier. Ethier brings it in. The shot is blocked by Lyndon Dyer. And now Marblehead can't quite get it out. They had a couple of chances at it, but Aiden Jalbert will turn it and get it now to Carter Laramie. He'll make a nice little back pass, but it's just too far for Jalbert, and Jalbert gets rocked and no call. And now offside. That one is offside. It was delayed until Whitman-Hanson touched it, and Aiden Jalbert put himself out there to get demolished. And that opportunity was answered by the Panthers. 1:30 left to go now in the second period, and there's a long one that's going to be icing as Lyndon Dyer was trying to spring Carter Laramie. Laramie sprung himself with a block in the defensive zone. He took it all the way down and put it onto his backhand and flipped one up over Eric Dean. That is the difference in the game right now, 2-1. Marblehead with the lead. Face-off to the right of Griffin Winter. Marblehead trying to work it around. Jalbert just manages to clear it out. And behind the play, we've got a penalty as Connor Jalbert taken down with 1:13 left to go in the second period. It's going to be Whitman-Hanson's first penalty of the night. Luke Tropiano will go to the box. So not only is Whitman-Hanson going to be shorthanded, but they're going to be missing one of their best players in Tropiano. So the Marblehead power play will come out. Chris Locke will center. And battling for it, Laramie able to block it. Gives it right back to Jalbert. Now they'll work it down low. Locke will step in. Has his shot from a tough angle just blocked. Marblehead trying to keep it alive and get something going. There's a pass that goes toward the net. And this one's just going to be cleared down. 46 seconds left to go. And Connor Jalbert will pick it up around his own net. Passes it back to his brother, Aiden. Aiden looking into the middle. Gets it to Feingold. Now back to the point. Jalbert had hit a body going through. Now Aiden Jalbert will step in, looks for an opportunity, and a quick whistle as Dean didn't look like he had it the first time. But with Eli Feingold right on the doorstep, they blew the whistle quickly, and Dean gets the tie-up for the faceoff. 19 seconds left to go in the second period. Puck is won back. Aiden Jalbert gets it down low. Now on the left half, they try to look for, and now it's a 2-on-1. Hunter with the pass across, and they just can't make it as time expires. Marblehead tried to set up a play where Aiden Jalbert snuck in to the far post, but when that got blocked, Aiden Jalbert was trapped down low, and it led to a 2-on-1 the other way. And Marblehead incredibly fortunate that the shorthanded 2-on-1 did not connect for Whitman-Hanson. Wow. That is the end of the second period of play. And it's a good one for the Headers as they score twice in the stanza. and get a huge greeting from all the players in Marblehead Youth Hockey and from their toga-clad Marblehead High School classmates as they leave the ice at the end of the second period. That is the end of the second period with the score Marblehead 2 and Whitman-Hanson 1. And now a message from the MIAA. High school sports provide an extension of the classroom where students learn to pursue excellence, the value of working with others toward a common goal, playing within the structure of established rules, discipline, loyalty, and emotional control. The MIAA urges you to demonstrate your support for these values and for our young people by attending high school competitions in your community. Stay tuned for the third period. Welcome back to Salem State as the Marblehead Headers take the ice for the third period of play. They got 2 goals in the second stanza to get a lead on Whitman-Hanson 2-1 as we head to the third. Marblehead's Carter Laramie figured in both of those goals, assisting on the first one to Connor Jalbert. Christopher Locke also getting an assist on that one, and then blocking a shot at the point and walking it in on a breakaway, putting the backhand over Eric Dean for a breakaway goal for Carter Laramie, his 12th goal of the year, unassisted with just 3 minutes left to go. Marblehead will start the third on a power play. There are 47 seconds left on the penalty to Alexander Ethier as we are ready to start the third. We will try and get you some updates from Gloucester. If you are watching this live online, you are probably online enough to get your own updates and know probably more about what's going on than I do at the moment as Carter Laramie gets it in deep. Marblehead will start with their top power play unit once again. And there's a chance in front, Laramie, and a pad save by Dean. Now Aiden Jalbert with the shot, and this one just goes through the crease. Jalbert's shot was made with some intentionality as Eli Feingold was right there. Now Connor Jalbert with a head of steam, gets around the defenseman, shoots, and he scores! Connor Jalbert on the power play, makes it 3-1, and he gets to celebrate in front of the student section. Jalbert picked that one up and at center ice and pretty much did all the work himself. It's a power play goal for Marblehead, and they now lead 3-1. Connor Jalbert's second of the night, his 15th of the year. And a huge goal. They give that one unassisted as well, too. And now for Whitman-Hanson, you expect to see even more of a reliance on Matt Solari as Clay able to just poke it away from him. Otherwise, Solari would have been off to the races. Now they try the long pass, and that is going to go for icing. Connor Jalbert with the individual move and the finish past Eric Dean for the early third period goal to make it 3-1. Off the faceoff, James Caron with a couple of opportunities. Cam Patrick's able to keep it in. That got, I think, deflected coming through. We've got a penalty coming up on Whitman-Hanson. We've got an elbowing call. And so, big opportunity for Marblehead as Cam Murray goes to the box. And what I'm quickly seeing on Twitter is that Gloucester is comfortably ahead of Haverhill in their other game. We'll show you the bracket in a little bit when we get a chance, but now huge chance for Marblehead as Murray in the box for the elbow. And now Tropiano with a chance shorthanded. Aiden Jalbert with a nice play, and his brother Connor comes in and picks it up. They get it out. Chris Locke will poke it ahead, and they'll chase it in, but Doucette tries to stick handle it out of trouble, and they do manage to get it out. into the Marblehead zone. Aiden Jalbert is back for it. He'll come all the way to Feingold. Feingold will try and play it around Sean Doucette, but Doucette can't get it out. Laramie can't play it through, and now Solari has it. This is trouble. And Solari just caught from behind. And let's see, it's going to be a trip, but it is not going to be a penalty shot. So that's actually in some ways a huge break for Marblehead. Matt Solari basically breaking in alone. And Whitman-Hanson bench wants to know exactly why that's not a penalty shot. Aiden Jalbert just caught him from behind, tripped him up. Griffin Winter was able to make the pad save, but they did call the trip. And again, for Marblehead, as the puck rolls in on Winter, and he's able to make the stop. Again, for Marblehead, that's a huge break, not giving Matt Solari a penalty shot. Off the draws, they play 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 1 second. Hogan Sedke will work it out. And in the confusion, as Sedke took it this way and that, James Caron was offside. Marblehead changing up its 4-on-4 alignment. Connor Jalbert will take the draw, wins it back to Lyndon Dyer. Dyer will get it back. Jalbert will play it back. Dyer gets it to Jalbert, and he wants to get another head of steam, and he does through center ice. Again, tries to get around Hunter. Hunter gets a little bit better stick on it this time, and Whitman-Hanson able to now start their own breakout, although the pass is blocked. But they keep it alive, and the shot misses. Comes all the way back out. Now it's poked away. Connor Jalbert has Chris Locke, and nice diving play. I believe that was Solari. And now Solari with a head of steam, and Marblehead going to try and corral him, but Solari gets all the way around. Now Whitman-Hanson is on the power play. But there's a poke away made. It's Hogan Sedke, the defenseman, taken down from behind, cannot get the puck around. And we're playing on. Thought there was a whistle, but there was not a whistle. Now Feingold tries to put it in front. Just kept in at the point. Now Marblehead needs to get back. Possible 2-on-1. Doucette. Marblehead does get back, and Sean Doucette takes it into the corner. Only 18 seconds left on the power play for Whitman-Hanson. And this one is going to come back up, but be stopped at the point. Osis will get it down low. Goes beyond Ward. Now Ward battling. Comes to the side. Marblehead's at full strength. Cully. Back to the point. Looked like Osis brought it outside, and he did. And I'm sorry, that wasn't Osis. That was Sean Doucette for Whitman-Hanson. Brought it back outside the zone and offside. So 10:22 left to go. An opportunity for Whitman-Hanson on a brief power play, but they spent a lot of it in their own zone. And now this one comes back and is taken by Matty Titus. Titus is crunched by Ethier, but Marblehead still able to work it out, although they can't make a clean pass out of their zone. Now Locke just gets it back out. That one's offside. No whistle. Cully gets it in, stick the side. Puck still behind the net. Matt Titus able to get it back to the point. There's a shot that goes wide. Carter Laramie chases it against Murray. Now Locke will get it. A lot more hitting. That one pops right over the net. and nobody really saw it in the slot. Marblehead able to work it aside. Connor Jalbert will just put it deep as Marblehead gets a partial change. And now Whitman-Hanson trying to get it out of their own zone. Kyle Hart with the forecheck. He keeps it alive. Hart chases Doucette. Doucette with the stop, but now James Caron will come in to pester. And they're able to work it out, and big hit. I believe that was Drake Wyman on the hit, and now Aiden Jalbert will get it and just play it calmly out to center ice. This one's deflected by Hart. Caron will keep it alive. Drake Wyman will chase it in the corner for Marblehead. He leaves it behind, and Doucette will take it. He'll start it out to Billy Morgan. A long pass across. Tried to get, Lyndon Dyer tried to get it out of trouble, but he hit the official. And this one's just going to be covered up by Eric Dean, which is good news for Marblehead because they get to get a full change and get themselves set. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. And Whitman-Hanson knows that they need a couple of goals as Feingold will take the draw. Still in various feet. Now Aiden Ryan will get it in front, and Eli Feingold tips it in for the goal. Feingold with the goal. Aiden Ryan with the pass from behind the goal line, and it is 4-1 Marblehead. In their first playoff game at Rockett Arena in Salem State in 13 years, Marblehead takes the 4-1 lead late in the third. Don't know if they will give a second assist on that. They went 10 from 2. So Eli Feingold with his 11th goal of the year, and it is now 4-1 Marblehead. And for a Whitman-Hanson team that has battled all year and played very well throughout this game, now they are looking at a tall mountain to climb as Chris Ross manages to get it back out to the point where it's kept in by Osis. Wrist shot, and Griffin Winter is up to the task as he handles that one cleanly. Sometimes it's a little hard to see on these uniforms. Couldn't quite tell if that was Doucette or Hunter. But now Marblehead can't work it out of their own zone. It was Hunter that had that wrist shot the last time, and now Marblehead able to work it away. Connor Jalbert gets on his horse, but Osis is going to be able to get to it. But now Jalbert with the nice stick picks it up. Marblehead changes behind him, and Jalbert able to make that happen as he single-handedly forechecked and kept that puck alive. 7 minutes left to go. And the Panthers bring it out of their own zone. They get it in the middle to John Ward. Ward tries to split the D. There's a shot, pad save, and another save, as Griffin Winter is up to the task. Ward had one. I believe everybody on that line had one. Ward had one. Tropiano came and followed up, and Matt Solari had the third chance, but Griffin Winter stood tall and made all three saves to keep this a 4-1 game. Puck played around. Hayden Leveroni can't quite get it. Is chased back by Hunter. Hunter with the quick stop. Now plays it out. Cam Patrick with the hit. Played back up onside. Aiden Ryan will just flip it ahead toward the net. Taken down, or fell down. but there's no call, and Whitman-Hanson now will bring it out of their own end. You get it to Morgan. Now this one goes up to Spano, but Marblehead able to just flip it out. Aiden Ryan with the forecheck, and now it comes back to Doucette. They play it back into the middle looking for Spano, but Lyndon Dyer will take it. Come all the way across. Cam Patrick now makes a nice pass out to Feingold. Feingold just pushes Hunter away. Now Connor Jalbert picks it up off the half wall, and the shot and the save by Eric Dean. Dean has been fairly heroic in this night for Whitman-Hanson, and he's just had such a tremendous season for the Panthers. But Whitman-Hanson, looking at their last 6 minutes, unless they can make a miracle happen, and they win it back. Ryan Clay takes it, connects with Laramie. Laramie leaves it for Jalbert. Jalbert's going to try and get around Doucette. Jalbert still manages to throw it back out in front. And now here's Solari. Locke is back nicely on him, and that is a huge change. Now the pass up. Connor Jalbert with the shot. Nice save by Dean. So we've got a whistle, and it's going to be a penalty on that. It looked like the whistle didn't come until after the player hit the boards. That looked a little bit like the outcome, not the infraction, but it was an infraction, and Carter Laramie will go to the penalty box, and that will give Whitman-Hanson a chance, or actually put it on the board as a 5. With 5:23 left to go, they put it on the board as a 5-minute penalty to Carter Laramie for a hit from behind. So that's a significant development. Whitman-Hanson trails by 3 goals, but they will now have a 5-minute power play. I believe Marblehead is going to call a timeout. There is a timeout on the ice. I did not see who called it. So it's a boarding call on Laramie. Carter Laramie, who has a goal and an assist in this game. Connor Jalbert with 2 goals for Marblehead. But now the issue is this. Whitman-Hanson has a little bit of an opportunity with 5 minutes and 23 seconds left on the clock, and a 5-minute boarding penalty to Carter Laramie. Marblehead has had this situation a couple of times earlier in the year where they've had to kill off 5-minute penalties. They had to do it in the Lowell Catholic game to keep that one close. They had to do it in the first Winthrop game in order to come out on top. And now in the biggest moment of their year, Marblehead needs to kill off a 5-minute penalty. And they managed to start by clearing the zone. And Hunter will circle. And he'll get it back to Solari, but he has it poked away. And Aiden Ryan is able to get it down deep. Bobby Hunter will leave it. Solari comes all the way across, but they can't connect. And now everybody, all eyes are on Matt Solari because they know that they want to get him the puck. Now they set up. Hunter plays it back. This is Doucette. Shot through a screen, and this one goes in. Through a screen, it hit Winter. And I don't know who's going to wind up getting credit for it. We'll see what the officials say, but it doesn't really matter because it is now 4-2 Whitman-Hanson with 4:32 left to go, and more importantly still 4:10 left to go on the penalty to Carter Laramie. So it's Tropiano from Doucette. And now is another chance, and Winter's going to come up with that one as they couldn't get any traffic in front on Doucette's wrist shot from the point. 3:55 left to go on the penalty. 4:18 left in the game. Marblehead 4, Whitman-Hanson now 2. And they've got still almost 4 minutes of penalty time left. They try and work it in. And now they're going to play it back to the point. This one comes out to Osis. Now in the slot. Ethier scores! Another power play goal for Whitman-Hanson. This one from Alexander Ethier. Just less than 29 seconds left. 29 seconds after the previous goal, Ethier scores. And just like that, it went from 4-1 to 4-3. And so it was Whitman-Hanson that called the timeout at the beginning of that penalty, and now it is going to be Marblehead that calls the penalty. That calls the timeout. Oh my. So Whitman-Hanson needing a miracle with about 5 minutes left to go, down by 3. They drew a 5-minute boarding call on Marblehead's Carter Laramie, and they have managed to score 2 goals on that power play. And since it is a 5-minute power play, they get to have the full 5 minutes, and they still have 3:41 left to go on that penalty. So Marblehead looked like they were in comfortable shape. And now they are fighting for their playoff lives as Whitman-Hanson is trying to pull off the miracle and get another goal to tie this game. For the Marblehead penalty kill will be Feingold, Ryan, Hogan Sedke, and Lyndon Dyer. And now immediately, Whitman-Hanson's going to bring it back in. Solari, and a wide open chance, and I think Winter got a piece of that. And now Dyer is going to get it in deep. So Ethier, I know Spano got one of the assists, but now here comes Solari. Solari throws it in front, and a nice save on the tip attempt by Winter. And Marblehead able to just get it out. Aiden Ryan's going to get it deep, and the Marblehead penalty killers will change. 2:55 left to go on the penalty. Now it comes to Solari. He's going to bring it over, comes right through, gets the pass over, and just missing the shot. Great pass from Solari. Now there's a chance. That hits a body going through. And Marblehead is able to clear it out, and here comes Connor Jalbert. He's breaking in all alone, short-handed, and Dean stops him. They put it back out. He puts it back out in front. And now Locke able to get it. He's just going to dump it deep. And they're going to blow the... No, they're not going to blow the whistle. It was a delayed offside. I thought I heard the whistle, but no. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left on the penalty. Outlet pass is blocked by Aiden Ryan. Now Cully has it taken away, but comes right back to Spano. He gets it in. Aiden Ryan tries to get it up and just out. That one's going to be delayed offside, and in the meantime, Marblehead is able to clear it. Osis with it. Marblehead trying to hang on for dear life. There's a block by Jalbert. This one just comes back out to center ice. Sedke's going to get it and play it down in deep. 1:24 left on the penalty, and Sedke gets it again at center ice and plays it in deep. And there's a pass. Locke able to get a stick on it, and now it is taken. Worked up by Ethier. Still alive. Marblehead tries to get it. Locke just gets it out. 55 seconds left on the penalty. 1:15 left in the game. And that one's offside. And it's going to come back out to center ice. We'll see if they pull Eric Dean to try and get the 6-on-4 attack. Dyer tries to get it out. And I believe, did it hit? I believe it might have hit someone on the Marblehead bench. So the whistle was blown, the puck is dead, and it looks like they were pointing for a face-off to the right of Griffin Winter. 38 seconds left on the penalty. 1 minute left to go in the game. Marblehead was up 4-1 when the penalty started, and now they are hanging on 4-3. Huge face-off. Tropiano to take it. And Marblehead able to get it, but they can't clear it. Shot goes wide. Ryan's going to get it up and out for Marblehead. Luke Tropiano circles. Nice poke check by Aiden Jalbert to knock that one away. The net is empty. And it is 6-on-4 now for Whitman-Hanson as Spano takes it. 12 seconds left on the penalty. Spano will take it. Poked away though. Ryan chases it. Puck all the way out. Now here's a chance. Tropiano gets out a backhand that's knocked away by Winter, and this one is just cleared. And that's fine for Marblehead because they can get reset. The penalty has expired. Marblehead is back to full strength. 14.6 seconds left to go. Whitman-Hanson's going to have one more opportunity. Both teams have used their timeout. This is it. It's going to come down to one face-off. Can Luke Tropiano win it? Hopefully get it to Solari. It is tied up and it is cleared by Jalbert, and Aiden Jalbert with the empty net goal, and that's going to seal it for Marblehead. And the happy header bunch goes all the way down to their toga-clad classmates and celebrates. Wound up being trickier than they thought in this last 5 minutes. But Marblehead able to hang on, and what a tremendous performance from Whitman-Hanson. Climbing back into this game, scoring the 2 power play goals. Just a tremendous effort by the Panthers. Puck comes down low, and for the first time in 13 years, Marblehead wins a playoff game on their home ice with a 5-3 final over Whitman-Hanson. Whitman-Hanson's season ends at 9-12, and the Headers move on. Looks like they will be back again in Talbot Rink. And you know the old saying, it's really tough to beat a team 4 times in one season. Well, they will put that to the test next week. What a great hockey game. Glad you can join us for it. Whitman-Hanson surrounding their senior Eric Dean. A tremendous game. All the credit in the world goes to the Whitman-Hanson Panthers They played an outstanding game. They knew coming in, they lean on their top line and their starters an awful lot. And Matt Solari, he'll be back next year for Whitman-Hanson. Luke Tropiano, he's got 2 more years for Whitman-Hanson. This is a team that should be able to make some noise in the Patriot League going forward. Just a really gutsy effort, and a lot of credit goes to Whitman-Hanson. For Marblehead, they will move on, and they will go to the round of 16. We don't have the final yet, but Gloucester was up big on Haverhill as expected. And so it'll be, for the 4th time this year, it'll be Marblehead Gloucester. And the happy Marblehead players coming off. And you see the handshake line. And a terrific performance. They were on their heels a little bit in the first period after one, but they came back with a terrific second period and a great third period, and then had to just hang on for the rest of the game. I want to thank you for watching us tonight, and want to take this opportunity. I want to take this minute to say this is probably our last stream of the season on Headers Hockey on YouTube. It's been a thrill and an absolute labor of love to be able to bring you 14 Marblehead boys varsity games this season. For those of you who have been watching all along and providing encouragement from near or far, thank you. It's been terrific to be around this team this year, and I'm so glad that we were able to bring that excitement to you live and to have the streams available to go back to as well. We wish the Headers all the best for what is hopefully a deep run in this tournament. Once again, to everyone who supported this project all along, thank you so much. I'm Steve Clay for Headers Hockey on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Once again, the final score, Marblehead 5 and Whitman-Hanson